When I see a black man and one man, I think of strength, black empowerment we have within, building community development. Let's continue to build our own. Let's continue to stay strong. Motivation, no matter the hate, no stopping. You just go. Listen up to Quan, John, and Queen P for giving us a voice. Speak up for what's yours and yell and make that noise. We are kings and we are queens. Melanated royalty, just getting started. Loving self, self and knowledge. Stack that wealth. Motivational motives, y'all.
You said two things it was, man. That was very well put, man. Too. You said two things that stood out, man. When you said about purpose, there's a quote by Delatoro McNeil, and he said, I'm gonna put it in my words, the paraphrase. Without purpose, I'm gonna put it in kind of in your words. When you find purpose, that means you do away with all the negative addictions and habitats that you have. Without purpose, you will be addicted to something that's negative, and you will be feeling the brunt of your trauma. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's like purpose waters down. It kind of washes away, and it kind of makes your eyelids, wide open to all your trauma and your bad habits. You understand? So that's the thing. It's crazy when you find purpose. It does so much for you, man. People that underestimate what purpose even means. A lot of people I know don't understand what their purpose is. And they don't understand. That is the key to overcoming their adversity. Once you, and know what finding your purpose is, in my opinion? Creating a purpose. Create one. Create a purpose. You understand? Whatever that might be. It might be become a poet. You know what I'm saying? It might be, you know what I mean? Become an artist. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Start writing like I did. You know what I'm saying? Last year, a year and a half ago. And another thing you said that actually, the question that Portia asked you that you answered so eloquently, what was your aha moment? And you had your aha moment when you left the military. Had you not left the military, you wouldn't have had that aha moment. Straight up and down. Because you were still living through another person's purpose.
Exactly.
But since you knew you had a purpose, you were man enough to say, you know what? Discharge me, yo. I got to get out of here. My purpose is over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one of my chapters in Motivational Motives, and I want to big Chuck G because he bought all three of the books, Portia, Word is Born, Motivational Motives, Habitual Habitat, and Generational Ignorance, all day, every day. That's why it was my duty to have him on Motivational Motives, the podcast, to publicize his message. You know what I'm saying? There's a chapter in Motivational Motives where there's a guy, he's a young guy, he's like 24, and he's dabbling in drugs and all of that. And he meets a young lady on the street, just like out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And she introduces him to the church. You understand? And he finds his purpose. Now, the church wasn't his purpose. The church was only the vehicle to get him to his purpose. You understand? You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't understand. You might go through a situation. You might be in a let's say you might be in a messed up relationship, but you must go through this messed up relationship to get to your princess. You understand? If you don't go through this person right here, this bad situation to get to, if you don't go through her, you never find the princess. You understand? There's no dipping and dodging your princess or your prince. You know what I'm saying? Portia, you know me. I've said this many times. Bad things happen for great reasons.
Yes. Chuck, you have something to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna chime in on that.
My fault, Chuck.
Oh no, that's fine. So if you never go through, say for instance, with finding your queen, if you never go through a tough breakup or whatever, then you won't know what it is to appreciate it when you get her.
That's right. You're not
gonna abuse it, and then you're gonna lose out.
You're gonna lose out. So actually, that bad relationship is helping you.
It's helping you. But people have to realize just that. Like everything that happens in our life is to grow us to a certain point. Everything is all about going to the next level. What's the level? If you're not thinking about the next level, then you have no purpose in life. If you have no not living, you're only existing.
That's it.
You're existing in life, having a purpose in life, you either existing or you're living, or you either building or you're destroying.
Right. Man, I know we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. But I just want to get back on the music really quick because it's something that's bugging me. I wanted to ask right out the gate. So when you go through your catalog, originally when we first started the episode, Q, you said you could listen to Chuck G's music on YouTube. It's actually everywhere. Like literally, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
It's on Spotify, it's on Deezer, it's on SoundCloud. I can't even think of other Apple Music. Yep, Apple. So it's everywhere. Say that again.
I say you could ask Siri to pull it up for you.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to tell you.
So, but another thing I saw, looking at like your cover art and a couple of singles and a couple of collabs that you had with other people, I saw that like 3 or 4 people had a shirt on, and I think you're wearing it right now. TID, what does that mean? So
TID, I'm glad you asked that. And shout out to my big sister, my older sister, Dana Luffett. It's her organization, nonprofit organization, that's geared toward rebranding the Black community. So there's no try. We give back, we help elevate, and we look to mold, educate, and encourage our Black community to do better. We educate them on your kings and queens. We should be moving like this. Black. This we do book bag giveaway. Matter of fact, for Thanksgiving, we're looking to feed 5 families. So we'll just buy everything that they need for Thanksgiving. TID stands for the Infinite Dome, and it can link on Instagram. It's called the Infinite Dome on Instagram as well.
We're gonna put that in the description too of this podcast.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna send you the link for it as well.
Send me the link. And you know what? I want you to you said her name is Dana. I want you to holler at Dana. We want Dana on the podcast too. For real.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna
holler at her. If that's what she up. I think she would, because we're trying to get this message out. That's what Motivational Motives is about. Black people overcoming adversity and route to prosperity. So we trying to shed light on all our Black people and what they doing.
Oh yeah, and see, we got big things going on now. She's actually an artist on my label, No Ledge Music Group. The song,
I like that, No Ledge. I like that. That's dope right there.
It actually came from Rakim, because Rakim talked about knowing the ledge.
That's right, knowing the ledge.
No ledge, and you put no ledge together, is really knowledge.
Knowledge, no ledge, man. We ain't jumping off this ledge. No. We ain't killing ourselves.
Grounded.
That's right.
Grounded. So if you have knowledge, then you understand that there's no ledge. A ledge is only pertaining to those that choose not to learn.
Preach, brother.
Facts. You won't be able to move correctly, because you won't know which direction to go. Everywhere around, like a ledge.
That's right.
But with the right knowledge, a ledge doesn't exist.
Right, it don't exist. It don't exist. That's deep. That's good stuff. For real. So I want you to holler at your sis. I want her on the podcast so we want to get this message out here, what y'all doing. Because that's, like I said, man, you said y'all feeding 5 families Thanksgiving. If you would have said we feeding 1 family, I'd have been like, that's dope. But y'all feeding 5 families during Thanksgiving. And a lot of people don't understand how paramount that is. There's some people out here that can't feed their children. You understand? And that's probably the most devastating thing in life, not being able to feed your child. Ain't nothing worse than that in life, because you put here to feed your child so they can grow. So if you can't feed your child, you like, damn, that in itself is traumatizing. So the fact that y'all feed 5 families, kudos to y'all, and I need to have on the podcast for real.
It's when we think of in terms of community, and we think about the Black community, we know that we need unity more than anything.
Right.
So that's one of the major things that we look to promote, is the unity, is that love. would care about you. I see you as myself. When I look in the mirror, I see you.
That's right.
When I look at you, I see me.
Right.
So I'm doing as great as the weakest link in the community.
Right.
And capacity that may be. So, and like I'll tell anybody, I grew up poor. Hand-me-down clothes, shoes when I was going to school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's raising 4 boys and she was doing it alone.
Right.
So, I know what it is to struggle when it's label and this music get to moving, and I make it to the Kanye status or the Jay-Z status. Hey, 100% disabled vet, and I'm doing just fine. I can live off that, but I understand that it's work to be done in our community. It needs to be built up. We need to build our community up. So that's been my whole vision. I'm not doing this to put a Cuban link around my neck, icy.
Right.
You know, nothing like push a foreign that nobody else can go afford or whatever. Nah, I wanna put people in position to win. That's why when people come across me, yo, you gonna catch a business minded individual that's picking your brain to bring it out of you as well. I want to see all of us in that same position to win. You know, because it's time to rebuild. We done destroyed enough.
Absolutely. Yeah. Chuck, let me ask you this the fundamental question we ask all our viewers before we wrap it up. I want to ask you, brother, what would you have told that 17-year-old Chuck before he went into the military, before he enlisted in the military, before he signed that document and said he was going up over there? I'm not saying it was a good or bad decision. That's your choice. What would you have whispered in Chuck's ear if you can talk to him right now that would have made his life a little smoother, a little more cohesive in life right now? What would you have told him that you want him to know about life in general?
I would have told him that your childhood wasn't your fault. Your upbringing wasn't your fault. It was necessary for growth. You don't understand it now, but it's necessary. You know, so don't go out in the world. Don't go out in the world and be angry. And embrace everything that you went through, and learn and see the value of it.
Chuck, that hit hard, man. You know why that hit so hard? Before we wrap it up real quick, pause. That hit hard because most of the time when we ask that question, people give the cliche answer. Be patient, love yourself, yada, yada, yada.
Have faith.
You gotta keep it real.
Have faith. No. You took it back to the essence. Like, yo, that wasn't my fault, man. But I had to go through that to make me into the man I am today.
I think that's the best one. Whenever we do our season 2 recap episodes, that's gonna be there as the number one answer. Whenever
I like that.
Season 2 countdown.
Number one answer.
Number one answer.
For real, man. Chuck, my brother, I thank you, man. I thank you for, you know what? No, I thank God for even meeting you at this point in time in my life, because I really feel like you are a kindred soul that I'm connected with, man, on the real. I don't know what me and you were supposed to meet for, but we're gonna find that out. But there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I like your vibe, my brother. Hear me?
It's definitely more to come, and I am a firm believer in that people meet for a reason, and it's great work out of that.
We do, man. So I want everybody, all the listeners, for real, tap into the introduction of Chuck G. You can find them everywhere, straight up and down. Like you said, if you got an iPhone, ask Siri. The introduction of Chuck G. Right or wrong, right, Chuck? They can do that.
Alexa, you can ask your best friend. They probably done heard it.
That's the confidence I like to hear, my brother.
If you still can ask Jeeves, you can ask Jeeves if that was.
I remember Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's for my. I don't know if you know about G's portion. That's kind of for me and Chuck. You know about G's? I don't know. I'm just saying, I would love to be. Well, I wouldn't love to be 28 again, but But anyway, for Portia Mystique, we got your man Quan John and my boy, my new peoples, my brethren, Chuck G. 100, y'all. Check him out. The introduction of Chuck G. Yeah.
Bye.